Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. My name is Steve Ball. I am the curator of Custody Wars and a co-host on Restoring Families Internet Radio. And I want to talk to you guys about our friend here. This is the second video I've done on the subject tonight. Apparently, Facebook doesn't like, or somebody within the confines of Facebook doesn't like how I choose to use language. But it's fair, so let's keep it fair. Let's not use the aggressive language, and let's go about it in a more calm, cool, collected, and professional manner. Earlier tonight, a couple hours ago, it came to my attention that our good friend Lala was taken into custody. Upon some cursory investigation, it was discovered that she was charged under Michigan Code 750540E. Now, I was able to, in my first description, or my first video, I was able to give a description of the law by reading on the computer. At this time, because of the kiddo, I'm not able to do that. However, anybody can go and look it up. That being said, I spoke with her significant other. I spoke with various players within the movement. It really does feel that Lala was uncovering some corruption in the courthouse that she was dealing with for all this time. She took a camera into the courthouse and she recorded herself, or it was recorded that now, actually, I can't say that she took the camera in there, because, I mean, how can you do that and be the one asking the question? So somebody took a camera and they recorded, you know, her uncovering some obvious corruption within that courthouse. Somebody within the court got upset about it. They sent a police officer to her place of domicile at one point or another, and yeah, she was arrested and subsequently is sitting in jail under this particular statute, law, code. I'm not from Michigan, so again, it's 750540E is my understanding. Moving right along. In my other video, like this one, I'm going to share my concern with, you know, allocating a law enforcement officer to this particular duty. I believe, and I do, granted, I have a cursory knowledge of the case. I believe that law enforcement resources were misallocated in this case. I mean, seriously, they sent a policeman to her house to tell her to remove this video or remove a video from her Facebook. The video didn't harass anybody. It didn't call anybody any names. It didn't threaten anybody. You know, I'm not going to come in and burn your house down. I'm not going to beat you up. I'm not going to shoot up the courthouse with a gun. There was nothing in these videos, and anybody can go see them. Go to her page. The link is right there. Go to her page. You scroll down, and you can watch these videos for yourself. In all fairness, I mean, I did. I watched a couple of them for myself. And, you know, in my other video, I call out the judge. And again, I'm going to call out the judge. Judge, I think that you're wrong. I think that you need to reevaluate your court and the way that you're running your court. I think that you need to listen to us. We, the people, are speaking to you, and we're speaking very loudly about family law reform. I think that, yeah, there's comments coming in right now that we know that she got too close to this case. Now, there are many people within the movement that may not appreciate her style, and that's fair. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that, you know, not appreciating her style or the way she goes about, you know, dealing with the corruption as the way that she sees it. However, the corruption is there. She has the proof. I got to tell you, when the call came in, when she was actually being taken into custody, there were some things that came out about the way that went down, and I have some questions there. You know, did you guys even actually have a warrant? Did you trick her into thinking that you had a warrant? So I hope to God that a strong public defender, or if we can, get a private attorney on the case, really takes a strong look at how this court operated and affected this arrest moving forward. She was in the process and currently is in the process of proving the corruption that occurred surrounding her case, that there was actually indeed no lawful order to remove the children, as the paperwork was not properly formatted for a lawful removal, and she was in the process of proving that. I believe that. Again, we need to have these courts focus a little more on rebuilding and restoring these families. We need to have these courts develop the ideology that maybe some families actually could benefit from the resources to keep the cohesion in the family. And we need to have these courts start thinking, not necessarily a mom issue or a dad issue, but a societal issue. And I think we would go far with a much stronger ideology here. Again, a woman is sitting in jail tonight, and I'm pissed as hell about it, and I hope you don't report me because I said that, but I'm very upset about it, and I think that the whole thing is a crock of crap, and I think that the judge, should be evaluated. His morals and folkways should be evaluated. I think that, it would be, if I was a Michigonian, I would be calling for a judicial review board of some kind, or the equivalent in the state of Michigan. I think it's time to, look at what this judge is doing and the way that he's conducting this court, and even the prosecutor as well. Look, they're wasting so much resources over a Facebook post that isn't going to hurt anybody in the end of the day. So that tells me, as a reasonable person, that she uncovered some corruption. Now, I ask you guys to share this video versus, the other one. I guess the other one somebody got mad at. I don't know. Probably because I said some swear words and things and let some emotion out. So I will do what I can to not show emotion for you guys when I go online and address my audience. That being said, I'm going to choose to address the judge, if this would ever make it to the judge. Look, man, woman, Your Honor, Your Majesty, whatever it is that you want to be called today. And if I were in your courtroom, I would do my very best to give you the respect that's due to the office that you're holding. That being said, I think this is ridiculous. I think this is beyond stupid. I think that you're putting your entire county in danger of a ginormous lawsuit that says one thing: you violated my First Amendment right. And, if that doesn't ring in your ear in some form, fashion, or another, then you should probably step the hell off the bench, because you're not servicing the people of your state or the country, or you're just not. So that's my 2 cents. Again, she's not a bad lady. I mean, she could be a little eccentric for some, to say the least, but she's not bad. And if we do really want to restore our families, then we would probably, at the very least, step in with some supervised visitation of some sort, form, fashion, or another. There's all kinds of resources. This is the greatest nation on the earth, or it used to be. It could have been. It could still be. And one of the ways to accomplish, being the greatest nation in the world is to focus on the forefront right here at home. You know what? We need to restore our families. There's a blue button on my screen that says kick that. Should I push it? All right, Chris Spring. Anyway, so if we focus, and I'm trying not to use any language or any body language that would illustrate any emotion, so bear with me. If we focus on the things that matter to our families, then we could easily reevaluate the best interest clause. The best interest clause has been screwing our families for eons, and it's got to go. It's so sick and nasty. Tonight, this young lady's sitting in jail because she actually has the best interest of her children in her heart. And she said, I'm going to uncover this corruption and I'm going to do something about it. She's not rich, and there's no lawyers that cater to the poor, or very few. And so this is what she knows how to do. Right, wrong, or indifferent, she's fighting for her children. And that is more than a lot of American parents can say, by far. So ladies and gentlemen, I implore you, I ask you and I beg you to share this video, to share this message, to go to her page, the link is right there, and review her videographic evidence for yourself. It does not appear to me that she's violated any laws, any rules, any statutes, any courtroom laws, or rules, or statutes. And it appears that she took a camera into the facility, into a public facility, no doubt, and she said, I want to see my paperwork. That's what it appears like to me. And then she pointed out things that were she pointed out, let's just say, inconsistencies in her paperwork. And in my opinion, those are some pretty strong points to be brought up. Probably would have been better to save it for a courtroom, but again, she's a lay person, and you know what, when it comes to the legal arena, lay people, you know what, we don't always shine our brightest. This is why many legal professionals will tell you that we need to hire attorneys. Well, the unfortunate truth is that we're broke, and you know what, there is a lower class, and we can't always afford an attorney. So you either fix it and start appointing attorneys to these civil law cases, or you're going to get this kind of shit. Now, if you don't like being exposed, Your Honor, those are your options. You can leave the bench, you can deal with your citizenry, you can straighten up your courthouse, or you know what, you can start restoring families. Again, I'm Steve Ball with Restoring Families Internet Radio and Custody Wars. That's my my redacted, amended, and there's another word I'm looking for. That escapes me, damn it. But anyways, this is my my cleaner, nicer, happier version of an earlier post that was very quickly removed. So we're hoping that this one's going to stay. Again, Lala is currently incarcerated right now. The police arrested her approximately 6 hours ago, and they guaranteed her a night in the Gray Bar Hotel. We understand her arraignment is in the morning, and we understand that she will be facing these charges. They are misdemeanor charges, so at the end of the day, it might not be that bad, but who knows what this prosecutor is going to tack on, because they're all ticked off. I mean, she went in there and honestly proved something about their court that they didn't want her to prove. With that, if there are any questions or comments, I'll wait for you guys to make your questions and comments, and then I'll answer them to the best of my ability, and we'll shut this thing down. We'll bounce out. So go ahead. All right. Being that I'm not seeing lists of questions rolling by, I imagine that everybody has the gist of what's going on. I do hope that you guys show up. Hold on. All right. If a citizen or many citizens are concerned about someone being wrongfully detained, then I think we should each file a separate habeas corpus at the state level. And for example, under the Michigan... Oh, this guy writes a book. All right, Michigan Court Rule MCR 3.303 and 3.304 likely applies for such a complaint. Listed below is a form. It might help if multiple people submit such a complaint, but I am not sure. Just trying to share basic knowledge as a citizen, and I am not a lawyer. Also, a citizen can file a habeas corpus with the federal court, such as the U.S. District Court. Just saying, and not sure. I am just a U.S. citizen who believes in constitutional rights. And he does drop a link right there in the comment. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. Let's go right back here. Anyway, so there you go. You've got a link right there for you Michiganians to maybe file a habeas corpus or get with Lala and share this story, share her videos. Ladies and gentlemen, the cold and awesome truth is, I was going to end this, but I'll continue for a minute. The cold and awesome truth is, and it's terrible, but if they can do it to her in this manner, they can do it to any of us for any manner. It doesn't matter if it's the family law reform movement or it just doesn't matter. They can trump up whatever they want, use it against you, and slaughter you to no end. I could only imagine the effects that this arrest and potential subsequent conviction is going to have on Lala's future. You know, I mean, this is a terrible thing. Over a video that she posted that doesn't seem, again, I'm not a legal professional per se, but this does not seem that it actually does violate the Michigan code there, 750.540.E as in Edward. Now, this is what they arrested her on. It appears. This is I think there's 3 counts on this statute code or whichever it is in Michigan. I'm looking at it and I look at the videos and I'm going, look, I cannot find where the violation occurred. I'm hoping and praying that a good public defender will be assigned to this case, somebody with some experience in this manner, and that they'll go in there and they will slaughter this case. And I also think that the question should be asked of the court, where are her children? Why were they adopted out? Why wasn't she given due process? And what the hell is going on in this court that prevented the proper steps from being taken? Now, somebody just brought up a really good point. My other video was taken down, and I think, you know what, that's a very angry faces will get a post taken down. Ladies and gentlemen, on my other video, there were a lot of angry faces. And so that could probably be why my other video isn't here. It didn't take long for the algorithm to catch up to me, that's for sure. But anyways, so she's sitting in jail right now. She's under this statute. You go and look at the videos. You make your own judgment call. And I hope that you call out the judge. I hope that this video gets shared in Michigan and surrounding areas and all the counties around there. And within that county, I'm going to get this wrong. I think it's like Presque Isle County, Presque or Presque or Prosk or something to that effect. Yeah, I don't know how to say it. It's like Presque Isle County or something like that. Anyways, so I'm hoping this makes its way around. And I'm hoping that you guys put some serious heat on the media, through media pages, media channels. Go there, share her video, you know, copy the link and post it, or take the video for yourself, because sooner or later we're not going to even be able to see the video. It will be removed, ladies and gentlemen. And so that aspect, if this really were a quest for truth, that aspect is about to disappear. Now, I hope for all of us that we can look at the situation, and yes, I thoroughly realize there are many people that look at Lala and see her eccentricity. We're not all the same, and some of us are very unique, to say the least. However, she is a mom, and she is fighting for her children in some form, fashion, or another. And that is what is important. You can't say she abandoned her children when she's sitting in jail because she tried to do something for them. That's just a hard call to make. I get a comment here. It's Michigan that's doing it because they have people watching. I can promise that. Oh, with my video, I see what you're saying. Okay. I don't know. I really don't know what happened. All right. It was a good video. I did swear a little bit. Okay. I apologize for that, ladies and gentlemen. I take that back. I retract those statements. I retract that emotion. I will do what I can in the future to not engage in that language while I'm live casting. Okay. A case like this one could very easily become emotionally charged, Especially when you've seen, like I'm telling you guys, when you've seen the live videos, when you've seen them, and all she did was go into that courthouse and say, hey, why is there, like, this is the camera, like, why is there no stamp on this paperwork? Why is it, who are you? Why is this not stamped right? So this is the entire adoption was completely void, right? Is that, I mean, come on. So there's some serious corruption there, and she uncovered it in her own way. And yes, there was probably a much better way to go around it. But I'm going to point something out. And I'm not particularly a smart guy. I don't have any higher education than any of you. I've worked easy jobs, I've worked soft jobs, whatever. But, you know, news agencies have been doing this for eons. And they'll say, tonight on our hidden camera, we uncovered at Ball Incorporated some corruption going on, and they're ripping you guys off. See, we put a hidden camera in here, and we proved that he switches boxes. Now, Lala did the same damn thing. She did the same damn thing, and she's sitting in jail. So, would it be any different if ABC or NBC or CNBC or Fox News or Al Jazeera TV or who else ever did it? Would it be any different? Why is she sitting in jail? Because I tell you, she actually did uncover something. That's what I truly believe. She actually did uncover a piece of the truth. And now she's sitting in jail tonight because she uncovered a piece of the truth. All you have to do is go to her page. The link is right there. Go to her page and watch probably the last 5 or so of her videos. Some of them are a little bit lengthy. I understand that. But ladies and gentlemen, if you were on that jury, if this were a jury of your peers, and right now this is a public jury, wouldn't you want somebody to turn that page and just look? Just give her that much. This is public opinion. And I'm asking for public opinion. And I know that I am. Just go to her page and look at her videos. Yes, they're eccentric. Yes, I understand. But you won't understand the truth of the nature of what this court has done, the truth and the nature of what the court has done, unless you actually take the time and go to that page and look and see what happened. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Steve Ball. I'm with Restoring Families Internet Radio and Custody Wars. I am going to sign off this time. I appreciate all you guys for joining me and being part of what I do, and your ideas and your thoughts and your cooperation. Your camaraderie is amazing. Again, I will attempt to watch my language in future feeds. I understand. I get it. I apologize. I retract those earlier comments. God bless you all. Have a good night.